Howdy race fans, this is StockCar Scott, and I'm here on my little show I like to call In the Pits. Brought to you every week, usually on Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on when I can get around to it. But I'm a little early this week. Well, you know, In the Pits is brought to you by a generous sponsorship from Monte Carlo Express Delivery. Monte Carlo Express Delivery has been serving the courier needs of the Seattle area for more than a decade now. Please like us on Facebook. Okay, yeah, like I said, I'm here a little early for the show this week, and it's going to be a little bit of a short show because I've got to catch a red-eye to Alabama at midnight tonight to get me back. Got some family things going on there that I must attend to, and that will take care of, you know, that'll keep me busy all week. So, but there was racing, and I couldn't let the weekend go by, the great weekend of racing there at Martinsville, without saying something about it, because if you watched, you know, in the trucks, my favorite truck driver, even though he drives for someone I don't like, my favorite truck driver, Darrell Wallace Jr., better known by everybody as Bubba, won the race Saturday in a special painted up Toyota. I wish he drove a Chevy. In fact, it made more sense with the paint scheme. But he had a special paint scheme that was dedicated to the induction of Dale Scott. No relation to StockCar Scott, at least I'm pretty sure. But that would be something. But anyway, dedicated to the induction of Dale Scott into the NASCAR Hall of Fame this coming go-round that they have inductees come up. So this is really a great honor for the Scott family, because Dale passed away quite a few years ago. But did a special paint scheme, really looked nice, looked like the old number 34 Chevy, I do believe it was, that Dale used to drive around. Usually was a year older than everybody else's current cars, but he got out there and gave it his best, and even won a race, and I do believe it was Jacksonville during his career there. So anyway, it was a great tribute, great race for Bubba Wallace there to win, and I was really happy about that. Brought me a little happiness during this sad weekend of mine. And the points tightened up a lot there for the truck series. I think Matt Kraft is still in first, Ryan Blaney's in second. Things have tightened up with him and his best friend forever there, Darrell Wallace Jr., Bubba. And then back there, someplace behind him, is Johnny Sauter and Timothy Peters. So anyway, then after the race, I had to go to the airport and buy me a round-trip ticket there to get back to Alabama. I'll be there tomorrow morning, and I'll be there through Halloween, and take care of that family business and get right on back. While I was out, I went and did a little NASCAR diecast shopping. Yeah, I have to travel all the way down to Puyallup or Auburn in order to buy them off the shelf there, but luckily I had one waiting for me at All Star Sports there in the Puyallup South Hill Mall. And the one that I had waiting for me was, well, where is he here? My Superman car, old Dale Jr., in the car he ran that I think blew up in Michigan this over the season here. But still, I wanted to get me one of these Man of Steel cars. And it got me thinking. You know, it got me thinking when I went to get it. And I had planned a little bit to go along with this. So let me run it by you real quick. What's coming up this Friday? Halloween. So I'm going to give you some suggestions for your Halloween costume this year if you haven't come up with anything yet. I've got 10 different suggestions as per NASCAR paint schemes. So first off, we got Junior doing Superman, and you can go to like Walmart or something, get you a Superman t-shirt. It's real easy, you know, get you a Superman t-shirt, put it underneath your clothes, and just wear a regular suit and get you a fedora and a pair of glasses, and you got the Superman t-shirt underneath your suit, and you pull it open so you're Clark Kent getting ready to be Superman. Also, as suggested by Paint Scheme, Batman, the newer Dark Knight kind of Batman there that Junior ran and won with there a couple of years ago. There's the old Dark Knight there on that side of it. And anyway, like I said, Junior ran this one a couple of years ago at Michigan and won with it. So I highly suggest being the Dark Knight there for your Halloween trick-or-treating. Hey, another superhero you might try out. A couple of years ago, old Greg Biffle from Vancouver, Washington there was Flash. Not Flash Gordon, Flash like the new guy on TV, the old comic book hero. And like I say, there's a new Fox TV show, so maybe people will actually get it and not think that you're like Sheldon Cooper being Flash on The Big Bang Theory or something. You got to be careful about that. Okay, and we also have a category of, let's go with music. You can be something from music, as Junior was several years ago, as last year with DEI. He was in the Elvis car, and yeah, you do Elvis and everybody knows who you are. Have that jumpsuit and the hair and the sideburns going on and everything, and a hunk burning love. You know, there you go. You can be Elvis for Halloween. And while we're on musical deals there, you might want to rock and roll all night and party every day. Oh, excuse me, I got that. Well, rock and roll. Anyway, there you go. You can be a member of KISS, like on this Kevin Harvick diecast from several years ago when KISS decided to do them a little NASCAR sponsorship involvement there. Let's see, who else do I have here? No more singers. You want to go with something a little more traditional? Let's see, we got some monsters. Greg Biffle from several years ago in the Busch Series, as it was called back then. He ran down in Phoenix, and this is, if you can see real close up, you can see the front of it. It's a Chevrolet Monte Carlo, folks. Greg Biffle has run a Chevrolet before. Look at that. And with the Wolfman on the front of it. So, woo there, Greg Biffle, and being a Wolfman there a long time ago. And one of the best monsters out there is Terry Labonte when he was in the monster car there of the Frankenstein's monster. So, Frankenstein monster there, if you got a little something to make your head flat on top and some green makeup there, you can be him there for Halloween. Oh, and one more, not monster, but from the movies, we got Kevin Harvick as E.T. Phone Home. Maybe you could do a thing where you got something up on top of your head that goes up and down, woo, woo, woo. Or maybe it'd be easier to be Elliot. But there you go. E.T. something you might be able to be that NASCAR suggests from some of their paint schemes. Got a couple more. If you're really industrious, you might make you Tasmanian Devil. Remember when Dale Earnhardt run this? It's got a red number 3 on it because he was running for that Winston Million when he ran this paint scheme at Daytona many, many years ago with good old Taz on the front of it. And let's see, the last one we got here. Yep. Local boy Casey Kane, back when he was driving for Dodge, had him a Spy versus Spy, if you can see that one real well. That wouldn't be too hard. You get a cone, big old cone for your nose, and either a big black coat or a big white coat, big white hat, big black hat. There you are, your Spy versus Spy. And you thought of it because Casey Kane ran that paint scheme, probably a wrap, a long time ago. But hey, you know, just a few ideas I'm throwing out there for Halloween that you might think about. Brought to you by your favorite stock cars here. So, okay. Also, on Saturday, when I got back from my die-cast shopping, thanks again to Vicky Schaefer there for holding that super bad car for me. Man of Steel, really appreciate that. You know I'll be back. Anyway, after that, from what I heard this morning, or read I should say, on Facebook, the Hermiston Street Stock Invitational did get off. They were able to run it. I wish I could have gone, but things that I was having to prepare for this coming week kept me from being able to go. And plus, I pretty much thought it was going to rain, but no, they're out in the desert. The rain stayed away long enough for them to run, and B.J. Tedrick, from what I understand, won that race in someone else's car that he was running for them. It looked like posthumously. Someone who could not be there, a Greg Patterson, that B.J. Tedrick came and ran that car and had to start in the back with it, and ran, you know, hard and clean, and worked his way up to the front from what I'm seeing in the Facebook posting, and won that race, and it was like a Hollywood story, you know, feel-good story. So I'm glad there's yet another feel-good story for this weekend. Makes me feel a little bit better with everything that's going on. And then today, get up and watch the race at Martinsville. It was wonderful getting to see that race. I think some other cars might have led it sometime during the race, sometime or another, but if you watch the race today, you know who won. Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins. Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins the race there at Martinsville, and even though he's not a chase racer, he spoils it for the other guys. And one of the things that was nice was the car that finished behind him was the number 24, the old man, Jeff Gordon. And there were no Formula One type team orders, so Jeff Gordon could win and automatically advance to the final in Homestead. No, he had to take it away from Junior if he was going to get it. He wasn't going to get it when Junior got those 4 fresh tires that Steve Letarte ordered for his car. That was just the thing that he needed. He was able to get up there, did a little banging against the side of smoke there, Tony Stewart. Tony Stewart was on old tires, so he was not going to hold Junior back. And you could just tell the last half of the race that it was Junior's day. And oh, it did this old heart good to see Junior win. To win at a track where he never has won before. He got him one of them grandfather clocks that they give away there at Martinsville. So he's going to know what time it is all the time at home. Every hour on the hour, yeah. So it's great. I'm really happy that that this weekend of all weekends that Junior can win. You know, I wish he could have won last weekend at Talladega, but that just wasn't going to be what was going to happen this year. But there's no reason why he can't go ahead and just win a couple more of them as the season runs out there. It'll just help his team be that much better for next year. So, way to go, Junior, on your 23rd Sprint Cup victory. Looking forward to more this year, and sprinkling of some next year to get you into next year's chase. So, and speaking of the chase, the old man Jeff Gordon, he now leads the points for that second place finish. He finished higher than any of the other chasers, and the chaser that he leads is Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman and Matt Kenseth there with no wins are still in the chase there. So it looks to be, you know, hot and heavy through the next couple of races. The eliminator round, that's what this is. And my second favorite driver there, Kevin Harvick, almost got himself eliminated today. He got himself into a wreck, tore his car up, finished 33rd, and now he is the lowest of the chasers. So he's got some work to do over the next two races at Texas and Phoenix. But I feel, you know, I'm confident he'll do well at Phoenix as long as he doesn't get in any trouble. Okay. Well, that pretty much covers the racing for this week. Let me get me a quick drink from Sterling. And I appreciate y'all watching anyway. You know, it's nice. The view count has gotten up over 9,200, 9,300 I think it may be up to by now. I like it that y'all enjoy the videos that I have up there. Sorry I couldn't get anything from Hermiston to get up there for this week. But I'll have more next year. You know, I'll start as early as I can. Like I said, this show's a little short notice because I've got to go back to Alabama tonight. My next to the oldest brother's passed away. It was sudden, and I'm still in shock that this has happened. And also during the communications with back home in Huntsville, Alabama, I've also found out that on the same day that my brother died, that a good friend of mine from high school also passed away. And those two folks were in my thoughts, especially my brother, Robert Sams, who I will miss very much. He was a Terry Labonte fan. So until next week, folks. Thank you, race fans. Thank you very much for watching. This episode of In the Pits is in memory of my brother, Robert Sams. Thank you very much.